Choir, Gareth's Best in Britain starts Tuesday 1st of November on BBC Two.
The country's best chefs have sweated over a hot stove. For 8 of the best, the battle really begins in half an hour. Finals week on the Great British Menu here on BBC Two, right after a weekend of ballroom drama on Strictly.
From London, this is Strictly It Takes Two. Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Welcome to your first It Takes Two of the week, the show that is clinically proven to wash away those Monday blues thanks to active ingredients such as sparkle, sequins and glitter. And the Glitterati were definitely out in force on Saturday for another night of fancy footwork and the odd, questionable yet brilliant lift. But for one of our couples, their Strictly journey had to come to an end, and tonight they're here to say a fond farewell. It's Leslie and Anton! We're not letting them go. Also, we're in safe hands tonight because he is here. Yes, Ed and Katja are in town. Woo! Plus, with Karen Hardy trotting the globe, we needed another great choreographic mind to fill her shoes. It's only Strictly legend Camilla Dallerup. Gorgeous. Now, normally, whatever Leslie wants, Leslie gets. But on this occasion, it wasn't meant to be. After 5 fabulous weeks, it was the tango that sealed her fate. Before we say our goodbyes, here's a look at Leslie and Anton's last dance. Give it up for Leslie and Anton.
Is it on?
Leslie was hiding.
I haven't watched any of my dances back. I haven't watched any of it. The only one dance I watched back was the Charleston.
And it was your best, I think.
Yeah,
It was a
Jive
good
next
time
week
to-
would have been better.
Oh,
But,
I know. Why didn't you phone, you cruel
I
people?
cannot watch myself.
Yes.
Because all I see are the mistakes or the blips or I'm fat or I'm something. So, but the Charleston I absolutely loved. So
You
I
absolutely
couldn't
loved.
watch that. Sitting
Yes,
there like
well, that's
this.
the last dance as well. I think it's that thing. It was such a dream of yours to do Strictly Come Dancing. How much have you loved it?
It's lovely. Do you know what I loved was actually the training, because we laughed a lot. And I loved learning all the dances. And every dance I used to say, oh, excuse me, that's my new favourite dance.
You're making me laugh because she's now on the telly beside her and she
I
can't
know,
look like that. Don't look.
No, I loved all the dancing. I mean, it was really lovely to learn to ballroom dance.
Yeah.
And he's a legend, really.
He is a legend.
He's a very good teacher.
He is
and we
very
did laugh all the time. But we did some hard work. We really did. I had to whip him into shape.
I know.
All the
You
time.
really
Exhausted.
I know.
I'm glad she's out, quite frankly. I can have a rest.
Are you ready to let go of him yet? Does it feel just too soon, Leslie?
Too soon.
Yeah, but he's a friend now, so it's not like he's going anywhere.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. I mean, listen, it's an entertainment show. You go when you go, that's it. You can't weep tears. You can't say, it is what it is. Some people are brilliant dancers. Some can't dance for toffee. Some can't lift for toffee. You know. It is what it is.
The competition's over, you know
I've
that, don't you?
loved the time.
Yeah.
We've had a great time. I've really enjoyed it. I've lost a bit of weight. I've firmed up. All that means is now I've got to keep going to dance class to keep the thighs down.
Good. Anton, are you available for private dance classes?
Yeah, I do have some time on my hands, as it was appear. I've loved every second of it. I know that wasn't what you were going to ask me, but I feel like I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, tell me.
I've loved every second of it. She's absolutely right as well. We've laughed.
We really have.
it's been the most fun. And I said it on Saturday night about... The great thing about Leslie is she was really good at picking things up quickly.
Yeah.
So rather than spending the whole week trying to learn the number and then do it on Saturday night, we had a chance to sort of pick it up quickly and then develop it. And that was great because you'd have so much input and then we would sort of work on things. And from my perspective, that was joyous.
Yeah, I have to say, I think I was hired a lot to be the token older woman who probably couldn't do it, who'd probably be dragged around the floor. People who don't know me, I've worked in this business for 50 years. I do half musicals. I am very fit. When I say fit, I don't mean, oh, she's fit. I mean, I am...
Well, we could
I am
see
fit
how
and
fit you
supple.
were.
And therefore, and I can do it, and I honestly have more energy than most people I know. I don't know where it comes from. I mean, I've been up at 5 filming birds all day today. In fact, I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. So... for me, I think the time we've been in has at least proved to myself and other people, please don't expect me just to be the big blob, because that's not who or what I am.
You haven't been that at all. I think you've inspired so many men and women of all ages to get up and give it a go and take up dancing. I know, like, all men too. 3 out of 4 of the couples who have gone, Anton, have gone on a tango.
I know.
Now, often it's a rumba. This year, it seems to be the tango. Why? It is such.
I wish you'd told me this last week. I'd have changed the dance.
Why has that happened this year, do you think? I mean, it is such a tricky one, isn't it, tango?
Well, you know, I don't really know. It depends what else is being done on the evening. The tango is a very difficult dance. It's got to be sharp. It's got to be... it's got to have a staccato feel about it. It's got to be dramatic. So there's all those elements that you've got to... And they're so different. It's a sort of a standalone dance in the ballroom dances. The other ones are what we call swing dances. They move and glide across the floor. The tango is the polar opposite. So, you know, if you can't do it very well, you know, that's it. You only get one go at it. You can't develop it. Right. And also, if somebody else is doing something a bit more spectacular, then you might, you know... But
it's hard because you have to... it's in a hold position. You have to stay together. It has to be sharp, detached, but at the same... You know, it's got all these different elements.
Passionate.
Passionate.
It's got to be passionate.
If you show too much passionate... You can't
help yourself,
shut up.
Can you?
You can't be detached. So it's very difficult to be clinical about the dance, but also show shut up and also show the passion. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's the two keep actually contrasting with each other, and it's quite difficult to get right. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's hard.
We got that message. You have played so many fantastic characters. I've loved The Missing Tooth was one of my favourites.
So many people said, "Oh my goodness, she's lost the tooth."
She's actually lost the tooth.
I'm smiling.
Let's take a walk down memory lane. Here is your Strictly story, Leslie.
No.
So, Leslie, your hunky young partner is...
Anton! I love him. He's a Strictly legend.
Leslie Joseph, Merry Christmas to me.
Hello.
Let me tell you what you're dancing first up. You're doing the waltz.
Oh, that's good. I'm exhausted. Look at me, I'm dripping. By the end, I'll be a sodden mass on the floor.
Sophisticated, romantic, elegant.
I thought you danced that beautifully. Well done.
My second dance on Strictly is the cha-cha-cha. It's nice to break out after the waltz.
I'm more concerned about me doing it than her doing it.
You certainly show absolutely no sign of inhibition. I could actually watch it again, to be honest.
One of my favourite weeks, movie week.
And it's the quick step. Oh.
Step? Oh, loving that.
He got it wrong.
I got it different. I never get it wrong.
I love the role playing. I love all the quirky character you put in. It was wonderful.
I'm loving the Charleston, and I really can't wait to actually Charleston my way through the show.
You bring such a cheeky, fun, naughty little girl to this.
You really do shock me each time. It was strong, it was vibrant, I loved it.
Tonight was just outstanding. Just terrific. She is a superstar.
To me, the tango seems different to the other ballroom dances that we've done.
You look like you've been tasered.
I've got a lot to work on, basically.
Mystic Leslie. You were hanging on to him like dear life.
I don't think this is a dance really for you.
Judges, it's now time to decide.
The couple I'd like to say, Daisy and Ali-Ash.
Daisy and Ali-Ash.
Daisy and Ali-Ash.
Working with him has been an absolute joy. It's been just a lovely, lovely, lovely journey, and it's come to an end, and that's absolutely fine. We've loved it.
You can open your eyes
you.
now. You have lit up our screens every week. Every week you're like, yeah, Leslie, it's Leslie. We're really going to miss you. What are you going to miss most about this whole experience?
Training with Anton Dubek.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, who would you like to win?
Not a clue. Couldn't call it. I really don't.
I thought you were going to say couldn't care.
I couldn't call it because there are a lot of very talented people.
Yeah.
And also, you know, it's not just about being a brilliant dancer. It's about a journey and a story. Ore would be wonderful because his heart and soul is in it.
Well.
And every week, you know. But I really don't mind. They're a wonderful family and we're all very close and it's been a great time.
Leslie, we've loved having you. You are adorable. You know that. Leslie and Anton! Oh, now sometimes 2.5 hours. You're right there, Anton. Hold it together, love. I know. We'll get you some therapy. Pure, unadulterated ballroom joy at the weekend isn't quite enough, so sit back and soak up all the behind-the-scenes action.
Morning.
Morning.
Let's do this.
Showtime.
I'm here, ready to do it.
Here we go.
Hi, it takes two. We're hanging and chilling.
I'm better standing still than moving, and so the great thing about the lifts is you can sort of anchor and get into position. So the lifts are the best bit, the bit I enjoy most.
Hey! We love you, Rob.
It's a really, really beautiful song and a really amazing routine, so I want to do it as good as I possibly can, so fingers crossed. What do you reckon?
Yes, fingers crossed.
She just zones out. She just zones out. That's
it. See, wardrobe, I mean, they're very talented. Sometimes they just can't see the obvious additions to an outfit.
There's a lot of nerves about the place today. I think I've seen a little bit of a change in the air. Already got some 10s last week, so it's like the gauntlet has been thrown down.
The nerves are really settling in now. It's kind of almost getting harder rather than easier.
I'm not really thinking about comparing myself to the others because they're all so much better than me.
I have to bring out my competitive side, my athlete side, to hopefully perform as well as I possibly can. Because I don't want to go yet. I don't want this to finish.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Strictly Come Down to make some noise for
Eye makeup.
I'm really excited. I hope that my excitement means that I dance really well.
Definitely.
Yes, that's the plan.
I am bursting with excitement, don't you know me?
I'm terrified. I don't know what to say, but look who I've got. Look who I've got. Good night.
I'm very ready. Are you guys ready?
Here we go.
Now, if there's one thing famous people are good at, it is tweeting their love for Strictly. First up, our very own Tamika Empson. She tweeted, I know, it's miss her. She tweeted on Saturday, no, I'm not the type to share a man, but Anastasia, you dance very well with my Gorka the Corker. Congratulations, I can't watch anymore. I'm emotional. We all, I know, we miss Tamika. Katie Brand said, quite simply, isn't Oti a wonder? Love her. We couldn't agree more, Katie. She is utterly fabulous. And finally, Tim Vine, comedian brother of our dear Jeremy Vine, had a message for one of our Strictly stars, the Whitmore. You were great before and you'll be great again. Come on, Whitmore. Quite right, Tim. Sending our love to Laura and her wonky ankle. And we hope to see her and Giovanni back on the Strictly dance floor very soon. Now, did we mention that Karen Hardy is on the other side of the planet? Well, we found a replacement who is out of this world. She's one of Strictly's original pros, lifting the Glitterball trophy with Tom Chambers in 2008 and cementing her place as an all-time favourite. If you haven't quite guessed who it is, here's a very big clue.
thought it was fabulous.
I'm knocked out. It was brilliant.
Well, it was unbelievable.
All I can say is wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of Strictly Come Dancing 2008, Tom.
Go Tom!
Oh, Camilla Dalarup is back. Welcome. Do you know what? Watching that back, so many amazing memories, and lifting the glitter ball with Tom Chambers, still to date the best show dance ever in my mind. It must bring back so many fond memories.
So many, and I just felt quite emotional watching that.
I know, I saw the tears in the
I forgot some of all of those.
I know, you're like, I'd forgotten I danced.
I did that, yeah.
So good. What have you been up to since we last saw you? Where have you been?
Well, I've moved to Los Angeles, where I run a life coaching, hypnosis and meditation business, and I've just finished writing my second book, Reinvent Me, which will be out next year.
Oh, wow, congratulations.
Yeah. And obviously I've just done a few shows with Ian Waite, the lovely Ian. You know what? He never stops talking about you, though.
I know, he's obsessed with me.
He is.
No, I wish. OK, we're going to talk about our couples this weekend. The standard's so good this year. Starting with Daisy and Ali Ash. I loved their Charleston. Right from when they first started talking to me about it, I was like, I'm going to love this. Yes. And bless them, they found themselves in the bottom two for the first time. Now, Craig said that mistakes could be amplified with white gloves, white shoes. Tell me what you thought about that.
Well, yes, I agree with him, totally, because that's what you're seeing. And I also found that it was so dark, the costume, that I just think that it didn't do her any favours. I loved her moves,
yes,
but I wasn't drawn to it. It was like there was a spark missing. I would have liked to see her in something like sassy,
a bit more glittery, some sparkles,
yes,
and that.
It was like she blended it, like it just wasn't out enough.
OK, OK. And did you spot any mistakes in there or anything? Or
I didn't spot any errors, no.
No, OK. Craig did say you needed to be contained, and obviously she's very tall. You're a tall dancer, because dancers are often quite little. Why is it difficult when you're a tall lass?
I totally connect with that, because for many years I just felt it was all arms and legs, and it does take a lot more to get control when you have a lot of arms. So I'm with her on that. You know, it just takes longer. But I think she did a good job. I don't think there was anything wrong with the moves.
Well done. And she survived the dance-off, so she's back next week. Danny and Oti and their Rumba. First male celebrity to do it, and he did so well. Len said strong to the point, though, where it's a bit staccato.
Yes.
You can explain more about that to us, I'm sure.
I think it might have been a choice that they made, because in rumba, often you would have like a strong move and then you'd have like a softness after, right? So strong and soft. Okay. But it kind of went from strong to strong, and that could come across a little staccato. But I think that maybe Oti did that to not make it boring, and I think it worked. I mean, it worked really well.
So you get that drama.
Yeah, I thought it was fantastic.
He's so good.
Look at this sliding door here.
Look, so yes, Len was very excited because Oti had put in one of his favourite moves, which is the sliding door. What is a sliding door? Because I'm sure our lovely audience watching at home would like to know and possibly try it themselves.
OK, it's my favourite move. Can we do it together?
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Are you going to lead or follow?
Can I be the man?
OK, you're the man.
I'm always the man.
So if you step to the side and just a little...
OK, so I just go now. Yeah,
side. That's it. And then you go this way. Yeah, and then you come forward here. That's it. And as I go back, that's it. And again, and again.
Do I look like a man?
Lovely.
Yeah, that is a sliding
door here.
A sliding door. Thank you. Not just a film with Gwyneth Paltrow with long hair and then short hair. OK.
But he did a double turn in that as well. It was amazing.
OK, so good. Let's move on to Greg and Natalie, who unfortunately got their lowest score that they've had so far for the Cha-Cha-Cha. Darcy said it wasn't his dance. That happens, doesn't it? Some people just... You do a dance, it doesn't suit you.
I agree, that happens. For me, for years, I thought the Samba and I will never become friends, and then we did. So I just hope for Greg, because I've really loved his journey so far. I'm going to use the word journey just because I'm here today, I missed it. And I just hope that he doesn't kind of dwell on this now. Move on. It happened. It wasn't his dance. Move on.
OK. Len did say that there was a horrendous blunder at the beginning. Now, I didn't spot this. Did you?
I did spot one that I thought, I didn't think it was horrendous. It's coming up just in a little bit. This I thought was OK, but then now I think he gets on the wrong foot here, and then he's trying to catch up, and here he gets there too early before Natalie. But she recovered it really well, and it was just, he was so concentrated on the steps. I just think he couldn't give anything to the performance.
I think he said that the steps just wouldn't come, and then if you were having to think about them too much, it happens.
But even the best.
Move on, though, Greg. He'll be brilliant again this week. And then Ore and Joanne and their waltz. I mean, last week's jive was always always going to be difficult to top, but he did it, and he was still top of the leaderboard. Just how impressed are you with this boy?
I'm very impressed. He did a standing spin, which I'm sure we're going to see here, which this was just phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. However, I will say, moving forward, when he comes out of this move, he has amazing leg and foot action, but I don't want to see that in the shoulders. And there was a couple of times where I'm seeing that in the top line, and this is supposed to be completely calm and at ease, whilst the legs and feet are working really hard.
OK, so he just needs to keep...
Yeah, just keep that still as well.
OK. Len also said that doing nothing is the hardest thing to do. So in a waltz, how important are those sort of pauses and those quiet moments?
Well, that makes it quality, that makes it class. That's like a level above. That's what you will see all the professionals do. So if you go into somewhere and you kind of fall out with the head action quickly, they think, oh, maybe they're off balance. But if you take your time to just move that head and then go in, that's like, yes.
So
and he's got the ability to do that.
OK, he can do that.
Oh, absolutely.
Will you come back and talk to us more tomorrow?
Yes, please.
It's so lovely
I don't want to
see
leave
your
again.
face. Camilla, down up. Now, our pros might be fantastic dancers, but they're terrible liars, which is great news for us because it's time for the booth of truth.
Which pro wears the most fake tan? I reckon some people would say me.
Kevin Clifton. Kevin wears a lot of fake tan.
It definitely has to be my husband, Kevin. My sheets at home are ruined.
But I would say I'm pipped to the post by Natalie Lowe.
Natalie.
Definitely Natalie Lowe.
Natalie Lowe wears more fake tan than most of Essex.
Natalie Lowe is addicted.
She just keeps adding more and more and more.
The problem is getting close always leaves a stain.
Wow. It has to be me. Who is the vainest pro? Definitely AJ.
That's gotta be AJ.
AJ.
AJ? AJ.
AJ. He loves checking his face out because he's so cute.
He can't walk past a mirror without glancing at himself.
Every day on the mirror, checking.
Always in front of the mirror, always doing his hair.
He's looking at himself. Selfies, yeah, AJ.
Mr. Selfie.
Ooh, in the booth of truth, right now.
AJ, can you stop looking into the mirror?
Any sort of reflective surface, I've noticed that AJ likes to have a look in.
Oh, hello.
I do take quite a lot of selfies, so some of them could call me Mr. Selfie.
Thank you to our lovely pros. Now, our next couple hitched a lift to the Strictly Ballroom on Saturday night, and you could say they experienced a slight hitch with one of their lifts. It's Ed and Katya.
You always take us places I would never expect.
Plodding, pedestrian, absolutely no style whatsoever out of hold.
It was just a rotten shame that your big, spectacular moment went a bit pear-shaped. But well done, I like watching you.
We all love watching them. Ed and Katya! Oh, first off, I must say, you were an absolute vision out on the floor, Ed. Sun-kissed gold, your first spray tan. Congratulations. How was that experience?
It was cold and tingly, and but I only went for the half.
Oh, did you? Which half?
Top half.
Top half. OK, so your legs are completely white.
Jeremy Vine said, go completely starkers and have the whole deal.
Jeremy Vine?
I said to him, what costume would you ever need to wear where you're having full tan? But I decided only to go for the top half, and I sort of think maybe I've ducked it.
Yeah.
Maybe I need a full Jeremy.
Right. I know. Goodness me. Goodness knows what's going to happen. I love that. You can save money, though. Do you get it for half price if you only get half done? I have to say, you did look great out on the floor. How much did you enjoy your American Smooth? Aside from the lift, which we're going to discuss in detail in a moment. How was it?
The music is fabulous. The choreography from Katya is brilliant, as always. And as Len said, we had some really good stuff in there.
Yeah.
We had the feather step, and we had interpromenade, we had a weave, and we were just trying to pack it in. Unfortunately, as you said, people remember it for the lift, but actually there was other stuff in there which we really enjoyed.
I know, because Katja, you were saying, you know, that the Saturday was about showing the judges that he could improve his technique, he could learn the steps, and the points were better than the Paso Doble. So you can take positives from it, can't you?
Absolutely. Well, Len, it was really nice to hear from Len, you know, the precision that... By the way, my voice is back.
Yes, no, hooray! Yeah. Voice is back.
You know, the actual the steps.
The voice is back.
Not so much for you. Yeah.
The foxtrot steps we did were really nice. And I think, apart from that, whatever it was, 10, 15 seconds of the horror of the lift, everything else was lovely.
You said you loved the lift.
I told you after. I loved that moment. And Darcy said you were so good, she wants you to come back next year. What an honour!
Does that mean leave now and come back next year?
No, you can stay for the whole run.
All the way
through. Imagine how good you'll be at the dances as well.
God, I'll be about 10 stone.
So let's talk about that lift. Katja, I'm wondering, did your life flash in front of your eyes?
Absolutely not. Honestly, it might look like it, but I knew he would never was, you know, to drop me. It's quite secure once you're there. Exactly.
A tight grip.
So
just a bit of a pivot.
So actually, no, I wasn't scared I'm going to fall, because we knew, you know, it happened in training. We wouldn't have put it in if we knew we couldn't do it.
Okay.
You know, it would have been.
And we know that you can do it because you pulled it off in rehearsals. This is you in rehearsal on Friday. Look, here he goes. And it's perfect. Up. Woohoo! Look how strong you are, and a perfect dismount, so you can do it.
And we proved it right after.
What was wrong technically?
Do you know what? We tried to watch the video and discuss it. We don't know.
Yeah.
We actually don't know. It never happened in that particular
Sometimes it takes time to get the foot in.
Locked in.
I've got a huge bruise here from all the rehearsals, but this time, for some reason, Katja's foot flew.
The other
she went that way, she pivots, and actually going round, although I think people on TV were worrying about us dropping, actually we were thinking about how do we manage to get round and come out on the right step to go into the next bit of foxtrot, and actually we came out of it quite well and carried on. So, you know, it was a pity, but I reckon the key thing is we could have no lifts, we could play it safe, and that'd be boring. It actually would be risky. It's much better for us to go for it, do our best, try and push the boundaries. It was like the pot stir in the samba, that thing. It was really hard, but we went for it, and that time it worked, and I think you've got to have a go, haven't you?
We just decided we're the risk takers.
Yeah. We loved it, didn't we? I loved that lift, even though it was a bit terrifying. Now, the cha-cha-cha for you this too. I have just seen some of it, and it looks very good indeed.
My New Yorker, isn't it?
Yes.
OK, yes, you know the New Yorkers. Nice hand position. It is Halloween. You're going to be a mad scientist. Any frightening choreography that we should be looking out for, Katja?
Well, it's quite good. We're not allowed to leave the floor.
It's all on the floor.
Yeah. So, no, and we always have the moments that Ed brings his own style into any dance we do, which is great. So we'll have a few...
Katja rolls her eyes on a Wednesday, but by Saturday it's in.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
So, but no, good cha-cha, good story. You know, I can't dance, obviously, so he gives me a portion and I just turn into brilliant dancer.
This is obviously the character she's talking about.
I'm actually enjoying it as well. I came onto the show saying I didn't want to do any Latin because I thought I was so scared of it because I didn't think my hips would move. But actually, I've had now 2 hours of cha-cha lessons today, cha-cha-cha lessons. Today's the beginning of the week, and actually, I actually really like it.
You really
it's really good.
It's good. You know, when I watched you practicing that little New Yorker there, you could see the sparkle in your eye. Obviously, you do really brilliantly when there's a character to play as well here, and you are playing the mad scientist. That's going to be great fun, surely.
But he's a mad scientist who doesn't need a potion in order to be a great dancer. And so let's just see if I can pull off that bit of character as well.
Okay,
That's the plan.
Maybe take the potion as well, just in case.
If it works, I'm going to sell it to all new contestants on the show.
That's a great
Have my
idea.
potion,
We'll make
off you
a
go.
Fortune. We love watching.